Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Potionomics. We are 4 days away from the end. Much sadness is abound, but we've got a lot of money, we've got lots of fancy cauldrons, we're not doing anything with them, and things are good. So today, as with yesterday, is going to be predominantly a focus on socializing. We're going to throw lots of ingredients in our friends' faces and hope that they like us, much like we do in real life. So let's go ahead and feed some delicious high tier ingredients over. We want a fruit, we want a fungus, some high tier gem or fish or something, not fish. No fish. Bug? That's bug. Bone? Fungus? Bone? Fungus? Bone? Plant? Plant. Okay. And that'll do, that'll do, that'll do. See, that's just efficiency right there. Look at that. Bam. Lovely. Right, so let's go travel and rank some people up and make some lovely friends. Oh wait, did we do... We did the potions, right? I'm not crazy in that we don't have any custom orders. Yeah. We had the potions ready to go. All my preparedness in the past has come to fruition finally. So let's go traveling. And let's check in with everyone. I don't think we sent anyone out on a mission or anything. I don't think I even sent Baptiste out yesterday, if I remember correctly. No, did not indeed. Okay. Let's go talk to the cats first. Because the cats are the only source of ingredients we're going to bother with. Because I can just click one button, you know, and maybe we'll get something new. But we are pretty consistently not doing so. Which suggests... I don't think we're finished with it. I'm sure there's more ingredients out there, but I don't think there's many. Oh, wait. God, there was... Yeah, okay. Quinn, of course, has maxed out their level as well. We had a lovely hug. It was actually very nice. And I don't know if we need them, but I'm just going to buy these crater ingredients because it's been so long since anything was on sale. It really has, and I feel like it would be wrong to not take advantage. So we're gonna take advantage, basically. That's what I'm saying. You never know, folks. Maybe, you know, someone will need a potion and I'm just not ready for it. And it'll be because I didn't buy 6 stalking molds. And you'll be able to come back to this video and go, well, Vagrant, you didn't buy 6 stalking molds. What do you expect? And I'll be like, yeah, I know. I brought this pain upon myself. Didn't buy your shelled puddings. What is a boy to do? Armoured pudding. Whatever. YouTube. Whatever. Anyways. Oh, and dragon pheromones when we get the chance. Always dragon pheromones when we get the chance. And the citrus when we get the chance as well, actually. I don't have any of those. They're very useful. Another slaughter melon. The thing about it being the crater as well is it should be mainly high level ingredients. I don't think we're going to see any at this point. For example, okay. Shut up, Vagrant. I have to actively think when I call myself Vagrant. It's very confusing running 2 YouTube channels. And having a real person. I'm a real boy as well, you know. I have an actual name, so it's all very confusing. Nearly there. That should be it. Should be it? Yeah, lovely. Cool. Right, so thanks, Quinn. Let's go talk to everyone else. And get some leveling up. Now, I think we just did a potion for Muk. Did we do we did a potion for Muktuk, and we did a potion for someone who isn't Muktuk, but they are someone else. I don't remember who that is. Saffron, maybe? Eh? Aw, Muktucky. Mucky Tucky. So close to glory. I've only got 4 days left, Muktuk. Can't be messing around with not giving me what I want. That's shameful behaviour, buddy. You were on my mind. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Now, I did expect these final ranks to maybe... You know, we only gave them the potions yesterday. I would expect the final ranks to take a little bit more time. So, I'm not saying that the lack of rank ups available to me condemns... See, there you go. Condemns my new idea. I would say pretty convinced that higher value ingredients give more social points. And that I have messed up a lot throughout this game by not abusing the system sooner. But if it is the case, the game hasn't made any mention of it, as far as I'm aware. I mean, that's 2 out of 4. And at this stage in the game, you don't get that many rank ups, so... It's pretty damning evidence, I would say. Just gonna hop past on gift everyone and then see what we're dealing with past there. That is an Orchid of the Witch Queen. That's a very Baptiste kind of gift, I think. I say all this stuff about how we're probably done. I probably don't need to worry too much about the future. But are we? I don't know if we're done when the competition ends, by the way. Like, we've got this is our final competition phase. You know, we're about to win everything when we win this one. Hopefully win this one. There's no guarantees that's the end of the game. I don't know that for sure. I thought we'd end up meeting Maven. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm being stupid. I mean, to be fair, I've got plenty of cash. I've got fully upgraded cauldrons. My shelves are good enough. They're not fantastic. You know, I think whatever the game throws at me at this point, I'm probably ready for. So, I guess we're fine. Not getting much here, are we? I can't remember what he wants. Fungus! Who doesn't want fungus? Nerds, that's who. You're a hero to Bucktooth Spill. Okay. So, okay. While we're here, I suppose, Corsac, my friend, we are gonna level up. We're gonna level up our friendship, basically. Because I've given you enough things. Gotta say, Sylvia, you continue to impress. I feel stretched to the limit most days, and I'm not doing half as much as you are. You're about as admirable as a slime. Oof, and you were doing so well, too. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you meant that as a compliment. How else would I mean it? What slimes lack in backbone, or bones of any kind, I guess, they make up for with their brilliant and beautiful minds. Mind of the Slime. Oh no, Mind of the Slime's really good. And it changes Adapt to draw 4 cards. So I'd maybe put Mind of the Slime in and Adapt. But Adapt is rubbish unless you have... Oh no. Oh, I don't know, I really like that. Draw an extra card every single turn. I'd have to... let me think about that, actually. You know what? It sounds really good, but it isn't. Because you'd have to draw... Like... You'd have to take at least 3 turns. You'd have to... Realistically, you'd have to take 4 turns to make that worth it. In terms of, like, the sheer... value to cards drawn. 2 mana, draw 3 cards, as we've seen, is okay, and I do run it in the deck, but it isn't exciting. And we just got a better one than that, so we just got 2 mana, we just got 1 mana, draw 4 cards or something nonsense. I can't remember what it was, but we got something insane. What has you feeling stretched so thin today? Too much to do, not enough time. I'm barely back from one expedition and I've got another one coming up. But first I've got to clean my canteen, sterilise some drinking water, put together some trail mix for me and for the birds. Oh, and I've got to make fresh soap. That one's more for you than it is for me. Thoughtful. There's more though. Baptiste, he's decided to host a social hour, a gathering where we heroes can get to know each other a little better. It's like Freshers Week. Sounds like the perfect opportunity to make some friends. I hope so. As you may have noticed, I can rub people the wrong way some... Yes, Corsac, you've said it about 500 times. Not bunnies, though. I know just had a rubber bunny. I'm not going to touch that one. Your heart's in the right place. You'll do fine. Probably. In the meantime, why don't we take some of that other stuff off your plate? You've got money now. Might as well spend it and spare yourself some stress. Haven't been to the marketplace in a while, not since we got ice cream. Let's head that way now and see what we can find. A lot of people are out today. Reminds me of the way armadillos will crowd around. It's quite hard to say armadillo and not make it sound like armadillo. Armadillo will crowd around an oasis that usually ends in blood or a mating free-for-all, all the same thing. Well, you won't find any rutting rodents here, but you can buy pretty much anything else you can think of. As much as I admire the DIY attitude, your time is too precious to DIY. I think I understand you, but my tracking skills are useless here. Point me in the right direction. I don't think... it's probably going to be that one. Handmade soap will free up some of your time, because he's not going to want a disposable thing, and he's not going to want something that comes in a package. I think. Yes, nailed it. Well, I had a feeling you wanted me to bathe between expeditions. I think some soap would be a fine choice. I only hope they have something the chipmunks will like. We'll go to Lush, don't worry about it. Actually, aren't Lush dodgy? I don't know. Everyone's bloody dodgy. I can't trust anything. There's all these like good wholesome companies, and it turns out they blend babies. Corsac drifts through his throngs. The throngs, that makes more sense. He manages to avoid bumping into anyone despite having his eyes on the wares. At first he seems genuinely intrigued by the items on display. There's even a ghillie suit for sale. But on inspection, the ghillie suit is made entirely of synthetic materials. The birdhouses are small and made of plastic. The journals are flimsy and unsuitable for outdoor conditions. Given how receptive customers were to my sustainable potions, I had assumed local businesses would be more ecologically responsible. I thought Raftons recognised how precious this environment is. I thought they cared. But it seems convenience and thrift eclipse all other concerns. It can't be all that bad. I mean, there's vegan ice cream. Just the one flavour, though. Really drives home the point. I'm as much an outlier here than I ever was. And I don't have much hope Baptiste's social mixer will be the thing to change that. You belong here as much as anyone does, Corsac. Don't give up on finding your pack. Maybe we're a pack of two. Maybe that's plenty. For now, though, I gotta get ready for that expedition. Don't worry, I'll come back after it's done. Even if there's part of me that just wants to keep on walking. Corsac feels like an outcast. He craves more human connections. Can I help him make the most of that upcoming party with a petrification cure and a tolerance potion? Petrification keeps him loose and tolerance helps him hold his liquor. Liquor? I barely know it. It's kind of a funny thing with the eco thing, because in a way, it can get a little classist, because it is cheaper to shop for terrible food and all grown with pesticides and non-organic and all that kind of stuff, right? It's all well and good saying, act in this way, save the environment, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people don't really have choices. And launching at the individual is a mistake. The individual is not the issue. The corporations are the issue. You know, and corporations are really happy to paint this picture that, oh, just turn your lights off. Or, oh, you know, walk instead of driving. Go, oh, do this or that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do those things. I'm sure everyone should do what they can to help. My point is more that one corporation will be off burning a bajillion tons of fuel, and at the same, in one hand, and on the other hand, tell you to turn your lights off a little bit more, you know, or turn your heating down in the winter. And whilst it might be a good idea, what they're just actively trying to do is shift the blame and shift the pressure from themselves onto you. Anyway, rank up. This might be Luna's second coupon, but I think that would be the last coupon. I'm glad to see you today, even more than usual. It's those warm welcomes that keep me coming back. Well, I hope you still feel that way after I ask you for a favour. Tell me something, have you done your finger stretches today? I haven't. Oh, I'm doing it now though, bloody hell. Because I've got 85 birthday cards to sign, I'll bet you could forge my signature pretty convincingly. It's actually just a squiggly line. Luna plops down a stack of 85 birthday cards. They feature an image of the Bay's infamous statue of Maven. I bet this brightens your siblings' day. I bet it makes them shriek. I chose this particular image for a reason. Growing up, our parents used Maven as their own personal bogeyman. Luna, you'd better clean your room, finish your dinner, ace that test, or Maven will come and take you away to her island. It probably blows their minds that I've moved to that very island of my own free will. Luna begins gracing each card with a slapdash, but impressively consistent signature. Sylvia commits it to memory and then pitches in. I appreciate the help. We're all from the same clutch, so birthdays can be a lot. Does this mean your birthday's coming up? Not for a couple of months, but the mail to the mainland is super slow, and I don't want to be late. I usually just work on my birthday, but maybe we can do something fun this year. It's awfully nice having a friend in town. It makes me happy. Alright. I especially like having someone around to help me forget about work for a little while. Wait, really? I thought you liked thinking about work. I mean, generally, but my new client, the one I told you about in a vague, mysterious fashion, she is kind of a lot. Oh, who is it? Promise not to tell anyone. Technically, I'm still bound by an NDA. I can't name any names. But there are some loopholes in the agreement, and I know you're trustworthy. I'll tell you this much. The client is a celebrity on the mainland. She's royalty, in fact. Tell me more. Do royals need publicists? Of course they do. Do they ever? I mean, if you think about it, their authority sort of relies on selling people a certain image. Noble bloodlines, grace, taste, and wisdom. A self-evident right to rule. Royals are constantly selling a narrative. All right, Luna. If we keep going down this anti-royalist route, I'll start to like you more. If word gets out that a certain spoiled princess is ill-suited to choose breakfast, much less the course of a kingdom, well, that's when her subjects start asking uncomfortable questions about the line of succession. Some of them might even go a little cuckoo, if you know what I mean. That's a solid joke there. It sounds like important work. You're basically a kingmaker. Oh, I don't know. Mostly I'm drafting social media posts about what she's eating for breakfast. But if I make it through this trial period, it'll pay well. That's something. I'm not going to tell her to drop a client. The only way out is through, remember? Actually, there's a New Balance, you know, like the athletic clothing. Why am I wearing a New Balance hoodie? No, Under Armour. Is it New Balance or Under Armour? It might be Under Armour that I'm thinking of. And it's just like, I know it's just advertising to me, but some adverts are pretty effective. And it's just some kid who goes training at like 4 in the morning or whatever. And the tagline is the only way past. Is it only way past? The only way past is through, or something like that. I don't know. It's a really nice tagline anyway. That's right, you know me, I can handle the stress, and the benefits of the situation potentially outweigh any negatives. To me, there's nothing better than amplifying worthy voices and ideas. I love giving the little guy a platform. But the little guy doesn't tend to have a robust marketing budget. Working with a large client can be a hassle, but taking their money lets me offer affordable services to smaller clients. As long as I can juggle demands of my time, I can make everybody... Aw, Luna. That includes my parents. I know I'm not supposed to care what they think, but I can't help caring a little bit. And they were thrilled by this news, Sylvia, like seriously over the moon. They still don't get what a marketing publicist does, but working for a princess, they wrap their heads around that super quick. I see what you mean, and I'm happy your parents are happy for you. Thanks, and just to prove all that help the little guy stuff is more than just talk, I have a whole new coupon for you. Cheers, Luna. Careful or you'll spoil me. Don't even joke about it. 1 diva on my client list is more than enough. But as far as I'm concerned, you're the one who deserves the royal treatment. You're awesome, Sylvia, and that's a message I'm happy to promote totally free of charge. It's all very wholesome, and then they always end it with like a coy... Maybe it's just me, maybe I just have different friendships, but these kind of coy messages about how important the friendship is to you and all this kind of stuff. It's just not the kind of thing I would ever say. Maybe I should say that more. I think there's friends that I would say that kind of thing with and friends I wouldn't, even if those latter are better friends, but maybe it doesn't need to be said. That it always feels a little performative, I guess, in a way. And a very social media kind of thing where you feel the need to tell people, especially other people, you know, show off just how close you are and just how friendly you are. It reminds me of relationships that are overtly coupley in public, and it tends to mean they're hiding something. That said, I'm very coupley in public with everyone, so I don't... Well, not everyone, when I'm in a relationship, so I don't know where I sit on that precisely. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Or maybe all my relationships are doomed from the start, and I just compensate from day one. Who knows? Anyways, Roxanne, my dear. How have you been looking forward to this? Oh, wait, this is my rank 10, I think. Sylvia, I must tell you, your gift put a smile on my face. As a former potion maker, I know valuable tonics when I see them. I wanted to make a gesture. I know you're probably not going to the radioactive wastelands anytime soon. But now you could, if you wanted to, and that was sort of my point. Your future is wide open, Roxanne, even if you have to struggle through a bit of red tape to reach it. And on that subject, you're here just in time for a bit of celebration. What are we celebrating? Did you get some good news? I don't know that I'd call it news. Rafter's Business Bureau merely confirmed, in the form of a graded exam, that I am a brilliant businesswoman with a prosperous career ahead of me. You did it, you got it? Oh, I've got it alright. My business license is printed, certified, and being framed as we speak. I sprung for the diamond inlaid frame, because there's time and place for subtlety, and this is not it. Roxanne, this is amazing. Congratulations! I knew you could do it, and without resorting to blackmail. You didn't resort to blackmail, right? Sylvia! I find your lack of faith strangely gratifying, actually. I guess I still got a bit of the bad girl swagger, if you have to ask me that, but no. I suppose I realised there's something more satisfying than having power over someone. Satisfaction of a job well done? The satisfaction of having power over someone and not needing to use or abuse it. Come on, let's move the celebration outdoors. Proud of you, Roxanne. Roxanne. It's funny, as much as I think of enclosed spaces as my natural habitat, I'm finding it increasingly necessary to seek out open spaces, to see the sky. I suppose change happens, whether we court it or not. You've made some big decisions lately, but you're still Roxanne. Still the perfumed wrecking ball who crashed into my shop not so long ago. Wasn't exactly love at first sight though, was it? I saw you as a threat, I was determined to tear you down. To think of the time and effort I wasted over the years, locked in a cycle of pettiness. I had to change, Sylvia. I had to change to find my way to you. Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm glad to see you thriving like this. I am thriving, aren't I? Not just surviving. It's a good look on you, isn't everything? I don't know what the future will bring, but whatever fate has in store for me... No, forget fate. Whatever I decide to do with my life. I want you there, my love. I want you by my side. I want that too, Roxanne. Don't tell me, Sylvia. Show me. Show me how you really... Oh my god. Ah. Ah. Masks all potion debuffs and... Whoa. Oh no. I've got so many good closers all of a sudden. That's a really good closer. The other one's a really good closer. I don't know which is better. That's interesting as well, because it means that every person must have a custom couple animation. Not all of them, because I don't think you can romance the cats. Other than the cats, everyone must have a custom animation for their closer. I wonder what you do with Roxanne if you're not in a relationship. Right, anyways, that is Roxanne, Quinn, and the cats. That's 3 out of... Wait, how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4... 10. So 3 out of 10 finished. Muktuk and Saffron are high on my list, the ones I want to see done. So to that end, I'm going to hang out with Muktuk. Muktuk invites Sylvia into his sled, where he set out a variety of tools. They decide to make a dagger together, which is less complicated than a larger item, but will still be easy for Muktuk to sell. The sled is hot, but Sylvia finds the heat helps her concentrate. She's used to working above a boiling cauldron, and this isn't so different. As with potions, crafting a weapon involves precision, patience, and single-minded focus. Sylvia has these skills in spades. A natural at the anvil. If you ever tire of potions, there's a place for you at my forge. However, I've made a terrible mistake, because this is going to send me straight to bed when I get home. And what I want to do is make the potions that I needed before going to bed. So that was stupid. Radiation tonic, okay, and a curse cure, sure. Oswald? Masterworks too. They're not fooling around, not a bit. Oswald, hello. What else? Need to be ready. What am I missing? Think. Oswald, what in the world are you doing? Ah, Sylvia, I thought you were still asleep. Yeah, I totally was. I was having a real nice dream too. You were in it. Only you'd been transmogrified into a big bowl of ramen. Just subconscious isn't exactly subtle, is it? Never you. It was the sound of your talons pacing up and down the counter that woke me up. You want to talk about whatever's bothering you? It's nothing, it's... Well, I suppose I'm anxious. We're so close, Sylvia. So close to winning, so close to restoring my proper form. If you win that grand prize, I'll have arms again. Fingers! I scarcely know what I'll do first. How about mopping? Could the answer be mopping? Got as if I'm some freeloader. It's not my fault these wings aren't made for manual labour. But, so you know, it's been an honour, Sylvia. The sheer existential horror of being forced to live as a bird notwithstanding, I'm happy to have had this chance to get to know you, to work alongside you. I think I'd like to be a bird, temporarily. I think I'd like to have the power to become a bird, as need be. You know what I mean? I know I've no right to say it, but I'm so very proud. Wow, that's actually really nice. And to be honest, I feel the same. I mean, they told me you were dead. I thought I'd lost you before I ever got to know you. I feel really fortunate we've had this time together. Dear niece, it warms my heart to hear it. Just to be clear, though, none of this is getting you out of mopping. Day one. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. Game, you're being aggressively wholesome today. It's up to her now. Well, yeah, I mean, look, Oswald, we finished on day one. I wouldn't worry about it, pal. You know, really not a big deal. Right. So, let's go make these potions for... person, I've forgotten. Okay, first time I don't actually have... Wait, do I really not have? I do not have. Why do I not have? I don't have petrification or tolerance. That surprises me. I'm also always checking on my display shelves just to make sure there's something there. Prismatically. Wait, well, there's tolerance. I guess I don't have the other one. Oh, I don't have any okay, so we need to make petrification cures. It's because we've been giving them away more than anything else. Right, so we do indeed have to do some potion making. There is a first time for everything, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for 1, 2, 1. What are we dealing with here? Got a bit of a theory. So it's a good theory. Although... No, I want one of those. One of those. That's about right? Yeah, so if we do that again. Perfect, do it again. Okay. Perfect, right? Max tier. Oh, we can. I mean, I'd like more of them. If we can find an A and C as equal, not E, no E. Like, can I find? Oh yeah, I can. If I put. No, I need. Wait, no. I don't want an equal one. I want one that's double in the yellow. These are double in the red, which is really annoying. Right, so I need 1020. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because it's going to max out anyway. No, it's actually not anymore though. But no, 1020, and then I'd need a 10 purple. 10 purple's not going to happen. This is always the tricky bit. Is it worth doing? Do I just do that? It's going to max out anyway. And that way I get 7 of them. Do I care about having 7 of them is the next question. Who knows, right? I don't use those. There's not really any point because I'm not going to take one time slot. I'm going to go for the entire day, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then again, just get it bloody done. Okay, so we'll come back at the end of the day and pick those up. We should still be able to level up their friendship in the meantime, because you do have to level up past the potions. So, once more, unto the breach. Let's go grab our kitty cat thing. I'm aware that we may still need to make loads of money, and I'm a little apprehensive about my funds. That's a nice wallpaper, we'll have to use that. Meow! So that's Quinn, Roxanne, Salt and Pepper, all done. Was there anyone else? No. I think we've got plenty of ingredients. Again, I really wish I could filter by how many I have off said ingredients. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so let's go give some gifts. How about that? You did a thing. You actually didn't do anything, Quinn, just so you know. Oh, hey, Muktuk. Okay, wait, so Muktuk, is that rank 10? Yeah, cool, let's go. Oh, excuse me. These social days are actually much quicker than regular days, because I'm not doing anything else. Truly, Sylvia, you are at the height of your craft. I'm guessing you like the potions. Quite so. The taste was so pleasant I could not help but lick my lips. But what's more, your potions bestowed upon me a sense of enlightenment, as if my third eye were pried open. I realised that an artiste is ill-equipped to be his own critic, and so I had an idea to place at my sled a box for comments. For I seek guidance, and while the ancestors may be silent, customers rarely are. What sorts of things do people have to say? Oh, I would not know. I have not yet mustered the courage to read the cards. Perhaps, since you are here, Sylvia, would you do me the honour of reading these missives? Muktuk holds his breath as Sylvia takes up the first of several note cards. It's from Mint, she wrote. Muktuk, you're a lifesaver, and I mean that literally. Your repair work on my hammer looks gorgeous, and it withstood a bite attack from a full-grown piranha Perry. Blah, blah, Perry piranha. I don't know what that is, but she's clearly impressed, especially since you barely even charged her for your work. Roxanne says your engraving tools keep their edge twice as long as anyone else's. In her words, she's been around the block a few times. Saffron claims the trees will weep in the vicinity of a Muktuk crafted axe. And I'm not sure this is totally relevant, but Quinn says that Boxer loves gnawing on that weird sculpture you abandoned. Sylvia, I do not know what to say. Are you alright? Alright is deeply insufficient to describe what I am feeling. Such an outpouring of respect and admiration. I never would have imagined. Yeah, that many 5-star reviews would make me cry too. You joke, I think, but you know the depth of meaning in this. We toil, all of us, because we must work to put food on the table and a roof over our heads. But for some of us, the work is also a calling. A roof is necessary, but it is fulfillment we crave. To know my work is appreciated on this level, to know that others see the value in my labour, this is a gift unlike any other. To be fair, I've been saying this stuff all along. I thought you were just being kind. And you are kind, Sylvia. Your support has been of the utmost significance to me. Were I to have the encouragement and adulation of all of Rafter behind me, it would mean nothing without you here beside me. Come, if you're in agreement, I should like to return to our special place. What's our special place, again? Is it the beach? The waters of the bay are still, the beach is empty. In the quiet, the great statue of Maven seems even more imposing than before. There she is, just as we left her, and just as she will be for years to come. You realise, don't you, that the statue will blah 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 blah. That's what the statue's going to do. It's going to outlast us both. Long after we are ash, she will continue her silent vigil. Oh, I don't know. There's always a chance an earthquake could take her out. Or that the people might bring it down. Yes, they may one day tire of the reminder of a dark past. I suppose this is the lesson the sand taught us. While our works may indeed outlive us, nothing is forever. We all wish to leave our mark on this world. Not just artists, everyone. To quote the Wonder Years, I just want to sell out my funeral. I just want to sell out my funeral. When I say a word like that, when I know what I'm going to say, I say it very quickly, so it's one word, I just want to sell out my funeral. I just want to sell out my funeral. For me, there is the added pressure of my pilgrimage in order to complete it as intended and as it has always been done. I must craft a work of singular beauty and undeniable grandness, a masterpiece. I have it in me, this I know. But in the meantime, there is the other purpose of my pilgrimage, to forge connections. Aid those who may benefit from my skills. I enjoy this very much, the union of form and function, the betterment of daily life through master craftsmanship, art that helps people. Perhaps that is not so insignificant. It sounds awfully impressive to me. I'm glad you think so. I can only hope that the ancestors agree. Did they speak to you? Though I strain to listen, I have yet to hear their words. And yet, there is something there. Their presence is unmistakable. The ancestors are with me, Sylvia, that they have filled me with the full conviction that they are pleased with my path and my progress upon it. That's great news. Indeed, yet it is no excuse to sit idle and twiddle off flippers. There is much to be done, for we are, all of us, building this place together. Rafter itself is the great work of many hands, and I am so very honoured to work beside you in this great endeavour. I feel the same way. Life in Rafter has been challenging, but having you on my side has made it a little less scary, and a lot more fun. And I think we, you and me and this whole town, are just getting started. Let us anticipate great things in our future, but let us also appreciate this moment, for we must not fail to see the beauty that is all around us. And in the spirit of appreciating beautiful things, I should like to sculpt you, Sylvia, if you would allow it. What, here? Now? Why not? The light is exquisite, my spirits are high, and I think neither of us could ask for better company, eh? Tell me true. Alright, I'm game. What do I do? It is easy, you just stand very, very still, but first, I should like very much to give you a hug. Affection for my subject. It is an important part of my process. I thought you'd never ask, you big softy. Aww. Could only be played as opener. No. You have reached a maximum relationship with Mugtuk. Doubles the interest applied by the next interest. I don't have that many interest applying cards. It's interesting because a lot of the stories are not ending with like just a perfectly happy ending. You know, Mugtuk didn't make his great work. He still can't hear the ancestors, but he detects their presence. Quinn didn't get in touch with their parents and didn't see what they wanted from their parents. Roxanne's ended pretty well. Roxanne's pretty happy. Salt and Pepper, they're pretty happy as well. But 2 out of 4 so far. I mean, I'm not saying Mugtuk isn't happy. He's optimistic and he's in a good place, but it's not like a perfectly well-rounded, perfectly happy ending. There's like a little bite to it, a little bit of sweet. That's why I hate bittersweet chocolate. Who even asked for that? Ugh, no. And it's important, in a way, actually. Especially with people like Quinn, who... It would present a bad message to suggest... You know, that all parents are fine. But it's kind of... It makes me think of Christmas a little bit. In that, you know, Christmas on TV is always presented as this big happy occasion, families all together and stuff like that. And yet suicide rates at Christmas are the highest ever. Like suicide rates are higher at Christmas than at any other time of year. And part of that has to be because of the overtly positive messaging that Christmas has around it. And that people push this idea of it all being about family, about being close to people, and for those of people who don't have anyone, people who don't spend time at Christmas with anyone, like maybe that's fine for some people. I've done it and it's been fine. Although I usually spend it with my family. It must be difficult for some of those people. I'm sure it's tough, right? So it's important to show the other side of things like that more than anything else, I would suggest. Anyway, let's max rank Saffron as well. I like Saffron. Saffron's chill. If I hadn't romanced Roxanne, I probably would have gone for Saffron. Saffron or Mint, I'm not sure. Did you get resistance tonics? I did, thank you. Oh, Baptiste as well. We've given him his tonics. Wait, no. Corsac, not Baptiste. I wasn't sure what to use them for. Here, follow my lead. Sylvia takes one of the potions in her hand. She waits until Saffron holds the other. Sylvia unstoppers the bottle. Fantastic word. She breathes deeply of the potion's vapours. Oh man, I've got the vapours. Then she dumps the contents onto the grass. I don't think I understand. It's sort of a symbolic gesture. Let me explain. As you probably know, tonics are popular with heroes because of the protection they provide against monsters and environmental hazards. But they're only useful under specific circumstances. Being fireproof won't help you if you're struck by lightning. I'm with you so far. Well, the way I see it, guarding yourself against heartbreak is sort of similar. A person can keep their guard up, can try to shield themselves from ever feeling loss, but that only leaves you vulnerable to isolation, loneliness, which if you think about it, is just heartbreak by another name. Well, how about that? Here I've been lecturing you on the importance of mindfulness, and you go and show me just how attentive and thoughtful a person can be. I'd say this student has surpassed the teacher, and then some. So then, should I... Go ahead. Uncork the bottle and take a moment to engage your senses. You might catch notes of cedar or cherries, or that slime that grows between a newt's toes. Now, whenever you're ready, show the world you're ready to live dangerously. Saffron contemplates the potion's aroma for a long moment. Then, with a girlish giggle, she turns the bottle upside down. You went for it. I was afraid you'd think it was too wasteful. Wasteful? I'm pretty sure I just made this particular patch of grass frost-resistant. Besides, a moment shared with you could never be considered wasteful. I should have realised from the start, the walls I'd put up, they never stood a chance against you. I have been known to break down barriers and wine glasses. I've got big hands, and a big heart, and it's in that spirit of big-heartedness that I'd like to show something to you. It's a photoglyph of my adventuring party. I've been carrying it around with me for 20 years now. In all that time I never showed it to anyone. I could hardly look at it myself. But I'm ready to look at it again, and I'd like to share it with you. There they are. It's the old gang. They're all dead. Saffron. Oh, we've got a little pirate cat. We've got like a mucked up walrus. We've got a weird circle face. We've got what I assume is meant to be Saffron there. We've got a witchy woo person. We've got the warrior with bunny ears. We've got like a troll kind of thing. And then we've got an archer. Saffron holds the photo so that Sylvia can see it. Despite its age, its edges are sharp. It's been well cared for. Sylvia's eyes immediately land on the image of Saffron. Then her gaze drifts over the other unfamiliar faces. There they are, just as I remember them. Loremaster Loran with his tusks in a book. Sugar the Scallywag, mugging for the camera. Look at Shaylee's eyes. You see that fierceness? She was our healer, but she fought as hard as any of us. And there's Silky the Swordmaster, our four-armed father figure. He thought only of keeping us safe. I wish I could have known them. I wish so too, but maybe in a way you can still get to know them. Through me. I'll share their stories. It's better than locking them away. It might hurt sometimes, but I know now that I don't have to be alone with that hurt. You don't. I'm here for you. That means more than I can say. Your friendship and your faith are a great source of comfort and of strength. And hey, you're fun to be around too. We do have fun, don't we? And it's easy to have faith in you. You're stronger than you think. You know, I think you're right about that. But no one is strong all the time, and it helps to know that when I'm feeling weak, I've got your back. After all, that's what hugs are for. It's all about the hugging. Discard all stress cards from your hand. Effects do not trigger. Decrease... Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if I ever had stress, that would be a really... These level 10 cards are situational, but very, very, very strong. You've reached a max relationship with Saffron. It's a shame it's all hugging. It's nicer when it's something a bit unique. I guess it was hugging... I guess everyone's been hugged except the cats who got pet, which makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. And Quinn's felt like it meant more in a way. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone's got their little story, and then their story ties into these wider themes that are relevant to life. Like Butters says in South Park, it's good that it hurts. It means you're alive, and you felt something real. Pain is inevitable. But it doesn't mean you can lock yourself away. Because as they say, it's just a different type of hurt. That's a nice way of thinking about it. You know, people remain single, or people avoid friends, or people avoid social situations because they don't want to get hurt. But are you not also hurting by locking yourself away in your room? Does that not hurt you in a whole different way? Why not take a risk on something better? That's not to say that that's not better for everyone. Some people are happy in what they do. But, yeah, I don't know. Okay, so these 4 all done. These 5 all done, actually. We might just make this, you know. We might just squeeze this in. brought you a flower. It does. I'm astounding, I know. Alright. I have to talk so much. Oh my god. I don't think this is the final rank. I think this is rank 9. Wait, is it? I can't remember. Did we give Baptiste potions? I know we gave potions to Corsac. I don't know. I'm in too good a mood to be confined indoors today. You want to play hooky for a bit? I like the idea in theory, but what have I needed here? Just put out some bar snacks, lock up the liquor, and leave a first aid kit with mints, and the heroes will be fine. You have a knack for anticipating the needs of others, don't you? I hope you deploy that level of emotional intelligence in your haggling. No, that's my level 9. So we're about to get his potion request. Raise interest by 8. If customer has a debuff, raise interest by 25. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's not a good card though. Thank for free mana. It's just even free mana for 25. I would think twice about using. Thanks for the tip and the compliment. And actually, I'll take some bar snacks for the road too. Would I use free mana for 25 interest? I probably won one of them. It's amusing. When I was a kid, my parents had to bribe me to go outside. I never wanted to leave the house. Now I think I'd go mad if I didn't get out into the open air at least once a day. I guess people change. I'm very much the same way as this. I used to hate summer, for example, so badly. And then as soon as I started working out, and that's not in a show-offy, oh, look at me in the hot sun kind of way, because I'm nowhere near that point at the moment. But as soon as I started working out, it just built this weird attachment, because it's so much nicer to work out when it's sunny and warm. It's so much nicer. So whilst I usually prefer the rain and the dark, and I still love the rain, there's nothing better than lying in bed when it's raining outside. It is ideal. And summer is awful for sleeping and stuff like that. But when it comes to working out, and that part of my life, summer is monumentally nicer. Like, I can't even... I can't overhead press in the moment anyway because my shoulder's fucked, but typically I would overhead press outside because I'm too tall, and when I lift the bar inside, the barbell hits the ceiling, right? In summer, that's really nice, but in winter, it's awful. I either have to do it inside sat down, or I go outside and I freeze. Anyways, now, because I work out barefoot as well, because if you watch like high-level weight trainers, I mean, I don't do it for this reason, I'm just more comfortable, but they wear like really weird socks, or they wear weird sort of thin shoes that kind of cling to their feet kind of thing. Normal shoes are not great for it, in some ways. So usually I'm barefoot when I'm working out, so it's even worse. It's like I can't go stand outside in the sodden concrete. Anyways, now I think I'd go mad if I didn't get out into the open air at least one day. But I had an ulterior motive for coming to this spot in particular. I wanted a proper look at that big glorious skull. You see it there? It's hard to miss. The Kraken skull casts a sinister shadow over the beach. Although it sits in the shallows within easy reach, beachgoers all give it a wide berth. You know the story, I assume, about how a group of heroes came here to depose Maven, but first had to get past her guardian Kraken. The skull is all that remains of the creature. What do you think of it? Important piece of history. Leaving it there really connects this place to its past. Right you are. Foundational myths are important to any community. Well, it's not a myth though, is it? So is remembering the sacrifices made by generations past. 20 years ago, a band of adventurers set out on a quest to vanquish a fiendish witch queen. They knew it was insanely dangerous, still they left their homes and their loved ones behind. They hoisted their weapons and their sails. They answered the call. Why, though? For money, for fame, or because it was the right thing to do? Was it the right thing to do? The answer is, all of these reasons are correct. Their actions were courageous, their intentions noble, but they were professionals, and professionals expect compensation in return for their expertise. Yeah, we have a saying in my circles. A potion maker can't pull nutrients from the glass of swallowed flasks. It's a mouthful. Loses something in translation from Draconic. But the point is, everybody's got to eat. In our world, that means making money. A concern that I, personally, never had. Baptiste thumbs a small flat stone he's picked up somewhere along the beach. He winds back, sending it skipping across the water. It goes a good distance, nearly making it all the way across the bay to the skull itself. Wow, you're good at that. Thanks. Living a carefree childhood, I had ample time to develop useless skills. It's only now dawning on me how all my little privileges added up to larger differences. Never having concerns about where my money was coming from. That left me ill-equipped to understand the needs of those in my employ. It seems obvious enough now. If I want heroes to join my guild and stay in my guild, I need to compensate them for their vital labour. But that's easier said than done. I'm not at all sure where that money should come from. Sounds like you have some thinking to do and some math. If only that were all I had ahead of me. But our sparring dummies need to be stitched up, arrows and potions need to be restocked, and the dust bunnies look to be planning a revolt. It's hard to wrap one's head around systemic change, when the chores never seem to let up. But this is the job, it's my job, and if there's a problem it falls on me to solve it. So solve it I shall. I'd best enjoy these last few moments of the sea breeze, because when I get back to the guild hall, I have my work cut out for me. Baptiste sure has a lot on his plate. I can't solve all his problems for him, but at least I can provide some potions. Yeah, health and mana. I should have both of those. That makes sense. Ease his burden a little bit. Okay, so we've got potions. Oh, let's have a little look here. Oh, that's new. We'll just keep an eye out for new ones. So that's potions for Baptiste. Potions for Corsac. Which I haven't done either. So these two... Right, okay. Mint! We need to get back. We can only level up one more person. Because we do need to go back today to get those potions rolling overnight. Sun will come out tomorrow. I need a minute, man. I need to... God, I wish this game was voice acted. Imagine, it's like we're playing Disco Elysium at the moment. I assume Disco Elysium is still going on while you watch this video. I don't know, I'm recording this about 4 weeks ahead of time, I'm not going to lie. Actually, literally 4 weeks ahead of time. If Disco Elysium wasn't voiced, I'm not sure I'd have made it through, honestly. I think I would have left you folks at home to read the text for yourself. This one obviously doesn't have nearly as much text, but it makes a big difference. This is rank 9 for Mint, so this is good though, because this is Mint's potion quest as well, which means obviously we can set 2 of them up overnight, if we need to. If we don't already have the potions, anyway. I'm putting on a brave face, Sylvia, but I have been struggling. You know it takes a lot to face me. I always say, when the going gets tough, the tough shrug it off. That's rubbish. Words to live by. They might be, but lately I'm having trouble putting those words into action. I don't really want to be here right now. Can we bail? The thing is, a card's value is not just in, oh, it's 1 mana to remove a debuff. That might be a good trade, mana-wise, but in terms of card draw, that's largely a dead card, and part of building a good deck is not just getting value for the mana cost, but it's about having impactful enough cards in the deck in the first place that you actually want to draw them and utilize them. Now, I'm in my element. I can't believe I haven't brought you out here already. Like, let's say, for example, if you could just add a bunch of cards that cost 0 mana and gave 6 or 7 or even 10 interest. Well, not 10. 10 you'd probably run, but like 6 interest. Like, I don't run the one from Mint that costs 0 mana to give interest. On the face of it, that's a perfect card. But it loses you another card that could potentially actually do more than that. So even though it's good value, and even though it's very efficient, it doesn't have the impact it needs. There's like multiple factors you have to consider. Anyways, and hey, 2 sets of eyes are better than 1. Maybe we can multitask. There's a particularly vicious stalking celery on the loose. Stalking celery. Yeah, you know, like celery, but toofier. This one's going around and biting the heads off cute little pixies. We think it must be rabid. No sooner does Mint finish describing her quarry than Sylvia catches sight of something moving through the underbrush. It's small and green, with an elongated stalk body and massive lush leaves atop its head, and rows of vicious-looking teeth jutting from a gash-like mouth. I'm not saying anything. She has only seconds to act. Mint, look behind you. It's right there. Oh. I was hoping that'd be the thing, because, like, you know, Mint wants to be an adventurer. I want her to tackle it, not me. Mint spins around, scanning the bushes for her prey. The celery is unnaturally swift, however. In the time it takes Mint to react, it's made its escape. Well, no big loss. It can't have gotten too far. But next time, just grab it. It can't bite through your gloves, probably. Let's keep looking. Whoever nabs that thing gets a reward, and scores points with the guild. I could use a win. My quest took a turn for the worse. What happened? I found another artifact, a cloak this time. The Cloak of Whispers. Ooh, sounds spooky. Talking investments are always a little spooky. The cloak is supposed to boost your stealth. When you put the hood up, it whispers secrets into your ear. Stuff like the location of nearby enemies and secret doors. But when I wore it... Sylvia, it was so mean. It told me I don't belong in the guild, that I'm not good enough. That's obviously not true. True or not, it's a super rude thing to say. So, I may have set it on fire. Burn the stupid thing to ash. But I still hear its voice in my ear, telling me Baptiste took me in out of pity. Telling me it's only a matter of time before people realise how little I've accomplished. Mint nuts. Wait, hold that thought. Did you see... I'm sure I saw the celery. It's right over there. Go get it. Don't miss your chance. Oh, god damn it! Yes. Wait, no. Celeries are notorious for setting up ambushes. I can't keep you safe and take it down at the same time. But that's okay. We did some great recon and I've marked my map. One of the guild's trackers will be able to find the creature's lair from here. Then won't the tracker get all the glory? Maybe, but I almost forgot. It's not about who gets the credit. It's about getting the job done. That's still a win, right? We can chat more while we head back. The sooner we send a hunter out here, the better. Because I don't know about you, but I don't want any more dead pixies on my conscience. Mint is so eager to level up. She's putting in the hours. At this point, I think her fixation on finding a legendary weapon is holding her back. Can I find a way to help her move forward? Speed potions, which I will have to make, because I never have speed potions because they're rubbish. Right, we have to go home. Wait, I haven't gifted to Zid, however, so let's go do that. And we still have to gift to Corsac, even though we don't... Because then we're ready when we've given him in is potions. Yeah. I got both of those wrong one mint. I think maybe those ones do matter quite a lot, and that's why the cats, for example, finished so quickly. No, I have to go home. I have to go home. Zid? No. No. I think we're going to make it, you know. A lot of them have finished, or very closely finished, in the last day. I suspect we will indeed make it. I'm still not totally convinced that we'll finish Luna's, but Luna would be the only one I would expect to not finish if we don't finish any of them. We'll see. I'm keeping an eye on my money. I'm probably... I don't know what I'm probably. I'm probably something. Also, let's do some deck building. So I've got some new cards. I think I'm going to run Take It or Leave It over Zeal. Oh, do I only get one? Okay, we're going to have to run one Zeal then. Conviction. Doubles the interest applied by the... Artistry. Raise interest by 10. Increase potion price by 5. I think I probably want that. It's like craftsmanship. I mean, this is what I mean by value, right? So in terms of value or efficiency, craftsmanship is actually better than artistry, right? Because that's 1 mana for 5 interest or 3%. So artistry should be 2 mana for 12 interest and 6%, but it's not. But artistry has more impact for the card, kind of thing. Ah, Improv, I love you. I've started booking. There's a few two. Didn't I get something else I wanted? Didn't I get a new card draw card that I thought was amazing? It might have been the one I already put in. Oh, Serenity of Mind, that's what I want. So we don't want Scheme anymore. We're on Serenity. Master Misdirection is pretty great as well. Maybe I'll drop Zeal for Mass. Yeah, I will. I only get one of these. I didn't realise. I only got one Magnetism as well. Oh no, I run a Magnetism, yeah. I don't think I'm running Slime. I think that's it for my deck. Oh, it's actually further behind than I thought. I'm still doing this because I'm thinking if there's anything post-game, if there's anything post-competition, it's going to rely on my deck building, and also we still need it for the competition itself. I should be able to do, yeah, one of these. There you go, and there you go. Boop. Okay, Baptiste done. So we need 2 superior quality speed potions from Minty. Oh, that's Corsac's done as well. Let's get these speed potions in there. If I was there, yeah. We're looking for C and D. It's my initials. Therefore, they are the best, probably. Do I have anything that's going to be really cool and just do them both equally? Sad. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, made a Masterwork speed potion. That's cool. Let's get a couple more greens in there. 40. Just looking for anything that's equal. 48. There we go. Just so we get 7 of them instead. And I want this to finish overnight, so let's speed through this as well. Lovely, lovely. Turn that one in as well. Alright, sweet. So we can end the night, and then tomorrow pick up mint potions, send those in as well. So Corsac, Mint, Baptiste, all ready for their next level. How many days are left? 2? So Corsac, Mint, and Baptiste are all going to hit max rank. That leaves Zid, who still has 2 to go. Luna, who has 3 to go. Is that it? We're definitely on the cusp. But whether we can squeeze it in, we'll have to wait and see. I don't care. The end is nigh. Will you be ready for your showdown? Tell me you will be. This is the kind of time where I would accidentally sell one of the potions. And just utterly screw everything up. Brew. Actually, with 2 days left, I think it's all but guaranteed we don't finish Luna's quest. I think all the others will be done, but I think Luna's not going to quite make it, unfortunately. Gotta mix them all. I think that means I've made one of every Masterwork potion, if I had to guess. Okay, so we're going to end it there. Let's save up. Next video might well be the final video, ladies and gentlemen. We've only got 2 days left. We did 2 days today, all social. And there's even less social to do in a way. Oh, is there more or less? I'm not sure. There's probably a little bit less in total. We'll see how it goes. But, yeah, next video we'll hop back in. We'll do more social stuff. Let's try to cram it all in as much as possible, you know? As I always do. Thank you so much for joining me either way. I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.